doctor and a registrar told us that there was no hope for her and that she was dying.
The doctors put do not resuscitate onto me because, my body was just completely shutting down.
I didn't agree with the fact that they can just sit you down and tell a human being you're going to die, because I felt that it's only God can make those decisions.
Doctors had told me that if I continued drinking and taking drugs the way that I was, that I wouldn't make 40. But I didn't really believe them. I thought I could continue to push my body. 2022, my best friend, she found the Lord and she convinced me to go into a Christian rehab. And I thought, I've got nothing to lose. My life was just out of control. It was just so dark. Within a week, I'd found Jesus. He'd met me where I was at. I couldn't believe I got to the age of 39, and only now that I'd been told I could have this connection with him. And I just knew that he didn't want me to feel pain. Something was always missing that I was searching for, and I just realised it was a God-shaped hole. Close towards the end then, I thought it'd be okay to go back to the same place, the same people. Ended up messing up. It was just horrible. Because I felt so convicted from that, the shame of it, I continued to drink, and then it got a lot worse. I've got scripture that shows the sense of when you can be walking so well with Jesus and then the enemy catches you again. Matthew 12, verse 43. When a defiling spirit is expelled from someone, it drifts along through the desert looking for an oasis. On return, it finds the person spotlessly clean but vacant. It then runs out and rounds up 7 other spirits, all more evil than itself. That person ends up far worse off than if he'd never gotten cleaned up in the first place. That's what this generation is like. You may think you have cleaned out the junk from your lives and gotten ready for God, but you weren't hospitable to my kingdom message. I fell a lot harder, went on to drinking neat vodka, vomiting blood clots and throwing up, and ended up unconscious in hospital. Very rapidly went luminous yellow. Kidneys failed as well, and my liver. The worst of it is my gallbladder disintegrated, so it was full of pus. That was poisoning me.
I didn't see it coming, and they were very direct about it. They told me they'd put a do not resuscitate order on her, which I immediately tried to get revoked. They said, no, you have to go to court. It's a medical decision. They gave me permission to stay with her, and they withdrew all her treatment. A whole team turned up. An evangelist came up with 7, what I would say looked like hooligans, terrified the nurses, barged into the room and said, we've come to pray over Jess. So we had 2 or 3 hours of prayer. Yeah, there were scary moments, but the peace in that room and the power of the Lord was all over her.
The doctor told me that I've literally got hours left to live, and I was scared, but then I knew Jesus.
The thing that I can say is I saw a miracle.
I said to my mum, what have you sprayed in the room? Why are you spraying perfume?
And I did say to her, Jess, I have not washed or changed my clothes for 4 days. So it certainly wasn't me.
This aroma that I smelt, like nothing that I can describe. It was beautiful. It's such a sense of peace and calm. It was nothing that I've ever smelt since. It's hard to describe, but I know that it was Jesus in the room.
The registrar came back and said, oh wow, we weren't expecting this. They put her back on a drip, so she'd actually had 2 or 3 days without even fluids, and she slowly got better.
He's the one who gives us life, and he takes it away, and he will say when it's our time.
My faith is stronger, and I know what was in the room with us. And you, Jess, still?
With the qualification that I'm going to have, now I've got a chance of a new career, and I want to go into caring with people with the elderly and dementia and special needs. Got a future now.